Hello, welcome back to Guided Reading with Miss Oliver. Super excited to have you here today. Can't wait to get started on our lesson. Before we do, let's make sure we have a few things in place. We're going to take out the two worksheets that we're going to work with for this lesson. The first one is titled Identifying Proper and Common Nouns Worksheet. You should see a paper with 12 sentences on it. The second worksheet has no title, but you should see some boxes at the top, some medium-sized boxes in the middle, some stuff going on at the bottom. The next thing you're going to take out is your pencil to write with. The book, How Many, the same book we talked about in our last video. And most importantly, you want to make sure you're in a quiet and calm space so you can focus and grow your brains. If you need to pause the video right here to get all your things together, please do so. If not, we can move on. So what exactly are we going to do in this video? The first thing we're going to do is go over those same 10 sight words that we talked about the whole week. We're going to do a review lesson on our common and proper nouns. And we're going to end it with reading our book, How Many, and then answering some questions in the end. Jumping right into our sight word review. Repeating after me: eat, sat, after, saw, get, will, about, I'm, back, than. One more time from the top: eat, sat, after, saw, get, will, about, I'm, back, than. Now I want you to pause the video right here and go through those 10 sight words on your own. Pause. Bringing it back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So how did you do? Awesome job. 2 thumbs up. So jumping into our review on our common nouns and proper nouns. We already know that nouns are what? We know that nouns are people, places, things, or animals. And we talked about 2 special types of nouns in our last video. What are those 2 nouns called? That's right. They're called common and proper nouns. So we have our proper nouns and our common nouns. What are proper nouns? That's right. Proper nouns are the unique names of people, places, and things. They're always going to be what? Capitalized, because they are the names of people, places, and things. So what are common nouns? That's right. Common nouns are not unique. They have no special names and they are not capitalized. So let's look at 2 examples. So why is Miss McDonald a proper noun? Tell me why. That's right. Miss McDonald's a proper noun because that's her unique name for a unique person. And if we look closely, it's what? Capitalized. Awesome job. So we have Miss McDonald under proper noun. What about common nouns? Why is art teacher a common noun? That's right. Art teacher is a common noun because it's not a unique name and it's not special. And if we look closely, it's not what? It's not capitalized. Awesome job. I can tell that you've really been growing your brains. Let's move on to our independent practice time because I think you're ready. So we're going to take out our 2 worksheets and our pencil. So for our first worksheet that's titled Identifying Proper and Common Nouns, after we write our first and last name at the top, we can go ahead and get started. Mrs. Oliver is going to help us with the first 2. So I'm going to read the question. It says, the Lakers play basketball tonight. The word that's underlined is Lakers. So I'm going to think, is that a proper noun or a common noun? Lakers. I know that Lakers is the name of a basketball team. So I know that Lakers is a proper noun because proper nouns is the special name for people, places, things, or ideas. So I'm going to put P on the line because I know that Lakers is a proper noun. The next sentence says, the family will eat together at the table. I'm going to think, I know that proper nouns is a special name for special places, people, things, or animals. And I know that common nouns is not a special name. I also know that common nouns are not capitalized. And if I look at this word family, I see that's not a capital letter. And I know that family is not a special name. So that must be a what? Common noun. So I'll write C on my line. I'll do the same thing for all these other questions. After I complete this worksheet, I'll move on to my second one. The directions for this worksheet says, write the noun in the correct box. So I'll look at my nouns at the top and I'll write them in the box that's either proper nouns or common nouns. My first word is Napoleon. I know I'm not sure what that is, but I can just look at it and see, hey, that's a capital letter and it sounds like a name. So that must be a special name for a special person. So I'll write that under my proper nouns box. I'll go to my next one, planet. First off, I know that's not capitalized. And then I know that planet is not a special name for a special place, a thing, or animal. So that must be a common noun. After I finish, I'll cross those two off my list, and then I'll do the same for all the other ones. Once I complete that top part, I'll come down to my bottom part. It says match each proper noun with a common noun by drawing a line. I know this side must be my proper nouns because it's all capital letters in the front. And this side must be my common noun side. So I'm going to look at my first word, Poland. I know that Poland is a country, so I'm going to look for the word country, and I'm going to draw a line from here all the way to there. Do the same thing for the next one, Miss Young. Miss Young is not a holiday. I know it's not a day of the week. I know it's not a month. I know it's not a building, so it must be a teacher's name. So I'll draw that line from Miss Young all the way to teacher. And I'll do the same thing for the other four. You have about 8 minutes to complete this worksheet, so go ahead and pause your video right here to get started. Bringing it back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So let's go ahead and push our worksheets and our pencils to the side and take out our book, How Many? Oopsie. So in our last video, we had a chance to predict or guess what the story was going to be about. We went over words to know, and you also had a chance to read the book on your own. Now we're going to read the book together, and we're going to end it with answering some questions on our book. Since you already read this book, I'm going to let you lead it. So you'll read first, and I'll read after you. So let's go ahead and get our reading fingers ready because we know that all good readers point to every word that they read. Starting with our title. Your turn. My turn. How many? Your turn. My turn. How many eyes do you see? I see 2. Your turn. My turn. How many wheels do you see? I see 3. Your turn. My turn. How many wings do you see? I see 4. Your turn. My turn. How many candles do you see? I see 5. Your turn. My turn. How many kites do you see? I see 6. Your turn. My turn. How many windows do you see? I see 7. Your turn. My turn. How many arms do you see? I see 8. Your turn. My turn. How many smiles do you see? I see 9. The end. Now we're going to answer some questions about the book that we just read. How many? So our first question says, how many candles are on the cake? How many candles are on the cake in the story How Many? This is a question where you'll go back and look into the book. How many candles are on the cake? That's right. There are 5 candles on the cake. Awesome job. The next question says, how are wings and wheels alike? How are wings and wheels alike? How are wings and wheels alike? That's right. Wings and wheels are alike because wings can help bugs and animals get to certain places, and wheels help us get to certain places. So wings and wheels are alike because they both help living things get to places. Awesome job. The next question says, how are the kites different from one another? This is a question where you'll go back in the book and look, how are the kites different from one another? How are these kites different from one another? That's right, they're different colors. And what's one more thing that's different? Different sizes as well. Awesome job. So these kites are different colors and they're different sizes. The next question says, what is this story mostly about? What is this story mostly about? What's this story mostly about? That's right. This story is mostly about counting how many objects. So if we look at this page, we see they're counting how many eyes. We're counting how many wheels, how many wings. So this book is about counting how many things. The next question says, which item from the story is found on living things? This is a question where you'll go back in the book. Which item from the story is found on living thing? Which items from the story are found on living things? That's right. Eyes are found on living things. Is there anything else in the book that's found on living things? So we have eyes, we have wings. Those are found on living things. What else do we have? Arms are found on living things. What else do we have? And smiles. Awesome job. You found all of them. The next one and the last one says, what number is between 2 and 4? What number is between 2 and 4? What number is between 2 and 4? That's right. 3 is between 2 and 4. We have 2, 3, 4. Awesome job. You did amazing. Give yourself a round of applause, a pat on the back, and a brain kiss. You did amazing. So I hope you learned so much in our lesson today, and I can't wait to see you next time. Have an amazing day. Bye.